Okay, folks, welcome back to Phatkat Collections. Got another watch review for you today, and this is another Earnshaw watch. Now, if this looks a little familiar, it's because I just recently reviewed this watch in a different color combination. And I have to tell you that this watch is one that really surprised me, right? When you have a lot of watches like I do, you know, what I'm approaching 500 watches here. You know, you do start to get a little desensitized, and sometimes it gets harder and harder to sort of be wowed, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I still enjoy collecting. I still love getting watches from, you know, my affiliates and people I'm working with, and I still love buying watches. But that process has definitely slowed down a little, and sometimes it gets harder to get excited. And this is what I mean sometimes when I say you really have to give each watch a fair shake and see what it looks like. And sometimes you just, you know, with the internet, you just can't pick up a watch, right? You have to order it and see if you like it. This is one of these watches that I requested it from Dartmouth and, of course, Earnshaw. And it's one of these watches that when I got it, I was just blown away how cool it was. It's sort of like I would call it more like, I don't want to call it a homage because it's not. But if you're familiar with the Royal Oak, it has sort of that look, this sort of I don't know what you'd call it, but the case where they basically have extended the lugs and brought the case out. So normally you just have some lugs sticking out. They brought the case past the bezel, come across, and then add some lugs to it. It's kind of similar to the Royal Oak and what they do. And I like the watch so much that I requested the black version. It is a really incredible watch. Do I like the black as much as I call this, like, they call it khaki. I call this more of like a warm gray. I'd say no, you know, but I wanted one in black just because I wanted to see what it looked like and, of course, share it with you guys. And I still totally dig the watch. It is a really incredible piece. It's one of these watches that you just don't realize how much you're going to like it till you actually get it in hand. It is an automatic. I don't know which movement they're using. Probably like a Seagull of some sort, but they're pretty bad about listing that on their site. It is a 22 jewel movement. It does say London, but, you know, these are not made in London. These are, like most watches that are affordable out there, are Chinese watches. But it is just a killer piece, no matter what color you go with. I think they have a few other color options as well. You know, this video I'm not really going to get too into telling you guys about, you know, the movement, because I don't really know what the movement is. It's an automatic. It's 22 jewels, probably a Seagull. We have a skeletonized face on the watch. Black sort of brushed finish on this, black strap. I think it's just like a rubber strap of some sort, maybe FKM. Branding on the watch. I know you guys who really get upset about branding. Oh no, we're going to have branding on the side, branding on the rotor, branding on the face, branding on the clasp, branding on the strap, branding on the crown. I mean, man, the watch snob's going to be up in arms over this. But again, all joking aside, I mean, it's you know, it's a beautiful piece, and I think you folks are really going to like this. Again, it's one of these watches that I didn't realize how much I was going to like it until I actually got it home and threw it on. What else? You know, Earnshaw signed buckle. I don't think it has a sapphire crown, although I just, you know, I'm doing this video so fast. I just unboxed these. I probably just has sort of acrylic. I really should have looked before I started, but let me see if it says on here. Sometimes they'll say water resistant to 5 ATMs. Stainless steel, you know, and generally these are all 3/16 stainless steel, fixed bezel. It's a great piece. It's a clean, classy, simple piece. Naturally, of course, you know, this color combination really makes it pop. And this is kind of an example of how a watch, you could, I'm not saying love or hate a watch, but you can definitely get more excited about a watch just based on the color combination. You can see this watch done in the khaki and, of course, the stainless and black bezel. It just really has a totally different look than the standard black version, just based on the color. So, again, I totally dig it. It's a super clean, super classy watch. And, you know, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video. I don't want to spend too much time talking about things that I just can't really, you know. I mean, it doesn't have a screw-down crown. What else? I don't know. You know, it's just I see this watch and I just it makes me want to grab it and wear it. Price on these I think is around $250. Again, you know, by the time these videos are released, the price is all over the place. So, but generally Earnshaws you can pick up in that price range, and you know, quality on these, I'd say, you know, I have a bunch of Sterling watches in my collection too. I collaborated with them years ago, and They use some of these. I think they use like the same movements. They're probably seagull. I wish I knew what it was, but most likely it's like a seagull, or I mean maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. They're great watches too, but I will state that I feel like the quality of Earnshaw is just a little bit cut above. I feel like sometimes with the Sterling watches, and I'm saying that because you might be familiar with them. Sterling watches, I feel like, don't use 316 stainless steel. Like, if you get a plated watch, you're just going to plate some sort of alloy. It doesn't mean alloy. It's not like they're bad, but they just, I don't know, these just have more of those check boxes that I talk about. Got 316 stainless steel. Again, don't quote me on that because I don't have the spec sheet in front of me. Whether it's sapphire or not, it's very scratch resistant. Like, you're not going to scratch these. It's a automatic movement, rubber strap. I mean, the thing is, when you're looking at watches, whether you're looking at this Cadola or this Nubeo or this Aviate or this Duxo, what else we got here, or this A Shield, right? All these watches are nice quality watches, and it really just comes down when you're buying a watch. The most important thing is, do you like it? Do you get excited wearing it? And I think if you just go into watch collecting with that idea, and of course, everybody has a different idea of what they want to spend their money on. I just can never rationalize knowing what kind of quality you get with all these amazing brands. I just could never rationalize spending thousands and thousands of dollars on watches when you can get incredible, nice watches like this for a fraction of the cost. And no matter which brand you decide to go with, it's pretty safe to assume with 99% of the brands out there. And again, there are like the AliExpress specials and things that are just more entry level, but there's a lot of nice quality. Modern machining has gotten so good, you will be impressed. So let me know if I can help. Drop me a comment or drop me an email. Have a fantastic day and take care.